So the house of Yasharal, ashamed, they and their kings and their princes and their priests, and the prophets, saying to the tree, you are my father. Here we go calling something our father, our father. You know, they taught us in Christianity, J-E-S-U-S, the father. And to a stone you gave birth to me. For they have turned their back to me and not their face. But in the time of trouble, here we go. We turned our backs on them. We're not listening. But in the time of our trouble, they will say, arise. Let them, he says, they will say, arise, save us. But where are the mighty ones that they have made for themselves? Let them arise. You see the Most High not delivering these people. Here we go, polluted, in a polluted land. And we're thinking the Most High going to gather us. They're not going to do anything. This is ridiculous. Anyone believing this, I feel sorry for you. But what's coming will come. And you're going to find out. None will deliver. The Most High is not breaking his word. It's in Torah. When he says none will deliver you, he meant that. So it says, let them arise, if they can save you in your time of trouble. What trouble? Yaakov's trouble. For according to the number of your cities are your mighty ones, O Yahuwah. Why will you plead with me? So the Most High said, why are you calling on me? Why? Why will you plead with me? You all have transgressed against me, says Yahuwah. Why? All of them, they cause all of them transgress against the Most High. All of us today transgress against the Most High. They had us eating abominable things. Ezra 8, here's another example you must get. 69 through 96. The people of Yasharal and the elders, starting at 69, the people of Yasharal and the elders and the priests and Louis have not put away from themselves the alien people of the land and their pollution. So they didn't put the people away. The Canaanites, Hittites, Perizzites, Jebusites, the Moabites, Egyptians, and Edomites. For they and their sons have married the daughters of these people. You see, they mingled and mixed. And today we're in America mingling and mixing. And the qadash seed has been mixed with the alien people of the land. We have been mixed. The slave masters, here's another wickedness. The slave master, he got out of bed of his wife. He went to the bed of the slave and he took the slave wife, had relations with her, had children by her. The seed got mixed. You see this mess? And we're talking about a man being married to a woman, divorced, then get back together again. That greatly defiles the land. And here we see worse than that, way worse. Can't even be compared. And from the beginning of this matter, the leaders and the nobles have been sharing in this iniquity. They're sharing in it. You know, everybody shares. As soon as I heard these things, I rent my garments and my qadash mantle and pulled out the hair from my head and beard and sat down in anxiety and grief. Ezra was beside himself here. We see he is beside himself. And all who were moved at the word of Yahuwah, of the Most High of Yasharal, gathered round me as I mourned. So there was a few that gathered around him as he mourned over this iniquity. Somehow people, we don't care about the iniquity. Remember, they don't care. They're all right with it. They're teaching good, feel-good messages. So there were some that was moved. As I sat down, he said, grief-stricken until the evening offering. Who are doing the evening offering today? There is no evening offering today. Then I rose from my fast, with my garments and my qadash mantle rent. Kneeling down, I stretched forth my hands to Yahuwah. Now it's time to bow your heads. Now, when you committed iniquity, now it's time to bow. And I said, Oh Yahuwah, I'm ashamed and confounded before your face. We should be ashamed of some of the things we did and our forefathers did. For our iniquity has risen higher than our heads, and our mistakes have mounted up to Shamayim. Isn't that not what Obadiah says about the iniquity of Edom? From the times of our father, Here we go. And we are in great iniquity to this day. And because of our iniquity and the iniquities of our fathers, we, with our brethren and kings and the priests, were giving over to the kings of the earth, to the sword, to captivity, to plundering, in shame until this day. So this is why we are in the land of our captivity. And now, in some measure, favor has come to us from you in some kind of way. We've been so wicked. And here it is. Here's a glimpse of light. He still woke us up, told us captivity was over. That's his favor coming to us. After we was polluted in a polluted land, dying, growing old, as the scripture says, dying in a polluted land. O Yahuwah, to leave to us a root, just a little remnant, just a root, and a name in your qadash place, and to uncover a light for us in the house of Yahuwah, the mighty one, and to give us food in the time of our servitude. This is the reason they did what they did. It says, even in our bondage, we were not forsaken by our mighty one, but he brought us into favor with the kings of the Persians. Now, he gave them favor, but that doesn't mean he was with them. The Most High doesn't go with us in captivity. He can give us favor in captivity, but he's not there with us in captivity. He leaves. He leaves. So that they have been given food. It says, and magnified the house of the Most High, and raised Zion from desolations, to give us a stronghold in Judea and Jerusalem. And now, O Yahuwah, what shall we say when we have these things? For we have transgressed your commandments. Here we go. Which you did give us by your servants the prophets, saying, the land which you are entering. Here is what the Torah was for. The Torah was for the land which you are entering to take possession of. In it is a land polluted. See, when they came out and they went in, the land was polluted with the pollution of the aliens of the land. Here is the point. The land was polluted because of the people, the alien people that was in it. And the Most High told them to kill them all. Remember, that was the seed of Canaan. Kill them all. It was written. Remove the seed of Canaan. And they have filled it with their uncleanness. Therefore, do not give your daughters in marriage to their sons, and do not take their daughters for your sons. We're supposed to know this by now. And do not seek ever to have shalom with them, in order that you may be strong and eat the good things of the land. We were meant to be strong, not weak, broke, busted, and disgusted the way we are today. Why do you think we're the poor? This is why we are the poor, because we are broke, busted, and disgusted. We are a mess, and we need to be cleaned up. And to leave it for your inheritance to your children forever. Now, we don't know this part of the scripture. Leave it for an inheritance to your children forever. This was meant to be left as an inheritance for the children forever. The kingdom, when it's set up, it will be set up forever. The earth will be changed, cleansed. The old earth will pass, and then a new earth from the cleansing process. And then the children will be there forever. And there's no such thing as the 1,000 years and the enemy will be loosed again. Revelation is off. Once again, I don't care who's off. If it's the prophets, if it's your Babylonian teachers, if you're off, you're off. It has to line up with Torah and the prophets. If it doesn't line with Torah and the prophet, we must scrap it. And the righteous understand this. The righteous understand this, but it's the rebels and those that's not studying, they don't understand this. And all that has happened to us has come about because of our evil deeds and great iniquity. This is the reason it happened. For you, O Yahuwah, did lift the burdens of our iniquity, and to give us such a root as this, But we turn back again to transgress against your Torah by mixing with the uncleanness of the people of the land. These people could not, by no means, righteous people, you will get this. The rebels will never get this. The righteous people in scripture, they could by no means ever operate in the land of Babylon. And you want to keep Passover? Who has been cleansed? Where's the priests? Oh, we're from the tribe of Yehuda. You're from Yehuda? And you're doing the offering? You people better get from under these people. Let this be a warning. Was you angry enough with us to destroy us without leaving a root or a seed or a name? Oh Yahuwah, the mighty one of Yasharal, you are true. For we are left as a root to this day. Here we are today. Here is the root coming back within the board. We're left as a root to this day. The rest of us, we're gone. We're lost. You're not the one. Behold, we are now before you in our iniquities. For we can no longer stand in your presence. See, we can't stand in his presence in Babylon. They told us in the church, you're in the presence of the Lord. Well, they was right, the wicked one. You're in the presence of the wicked one because of these things. While Ezra was praying and making his confession, weeping and lying upon the ground before the house of the Most High, there gathered, watch this, there gathered about him was a great throng amongst Jerusalem, men and women. Here they go. They with him. And youth. You see this, teenagers? And youth. The youth was there. Kids was there. For there was a great weeping among the multitude. Then Shechaniah, the son of Jehiel, one of the men of Yasharal, called out and said to Ezra, we have committed iniquity against Yahuwah and have married foreign women. We think it's okay to marry foreign women from the people of the land. But even now, there is hope for Yasharal. There is hope. You see, after all of this, we're in the lands of captivity. And after all of the wickedness, we grew up in Babylon, been polluted. We've been in a polluted land with a polluted people all our life. We've been polluted all of our life. But there is hope for Yasharal. Our hope is to do what he says. And when we do this, when we do what he says, then things will start looking up for us. But if we don't take heed to his word, we will be in trouble. Let us take an oath. Here's what we should say. Let us take an oath to Yahuwah about this. That we will put away our foreign wives with their children. They had to put them away. You know they loved their wives. They had foreign wives. They loved their wives, men. And their children, but they had to put them away. Now, by no means I'm telling any husband and any wife. I was asked this question before. Should we put our foreign wives away? We married gooey. We didn't know the truth. Stay with your wife. Stay with your children. Do what the Most High say. Get within the borders. Get in the wilderness. All of that will be taken care of in the wilderness. But be ready to do what's ever asked of you. That's the problem. Don't get rid of your wives now. We're still wicked. As seemed good to you and to all who obey the Torah of Yahuwah, arise and take action. See, we in America, we don't think we're supposed to arise and take action. We think we're supposed to sit back and do nothing. And the Most High is going to gather us. Arise and take action, for it is your task. This is your job. This is your duty. This is your work. And we are with you to take strong measures. Then Ezra arose and had the leaders and the priests and Louis and all of Yasharal. They took an oath that they would do this. And they took the oath. They took the oath to get rid of those alien foreign wives and the children. And then they had to perform it. They had something to do. Our people today sitting back as if they have nothing to do. We have work to do.